Hello students, the topic is Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Act 2023. So this is one of the important topics in this year. So here, the National Capital Territory of India is Delhi. It is a union territory but has a chief minister. Generally for the union territories, we have lieutenant governor for administration purposes. But for Delhi and Puducherry, we have chief ministers. Okay, Delhi and Puducherry union territories have the chief minister for administration purposes, but there is a frequent in Delhi, as it is the capital territory, there is a frequent tussle between the central government and the state government for the control over the Delhi. State government says that we are the elected representatives. So generally in a democratic country, the elected representatives will have more power, whereas coming to the lieutenant governor, he is appointed by the president on the recommendations of the chief minister. So generally, when keeping in mind a democratic country, in a democratic country, the elected person will have more power than the nominated person. Okay, so here, but in Delhi, the condition is reversed because of the importance of this place, because it is a capital of India. So it requires more security measures, standardized measures for protecting the national capital territory. Okay, so for that reason, central government claims that it should have more authority upon the Delhi. So there is, on these matters, there is a frequent tussle between the state and central governments. So coming to this topic, so Delhi, in the State Reorganization Act of 1956, Delhi is classified as a union territory and it is kept under the Article 239. And in the year 1991, as per the recommendations of S. Balakrishnan Committee, 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991 was introduced and Delhi was made the National Capital Territory of India. Okay, it is as per the recommendations of Balakrishnan Committee under 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991. So, under the Article 239AA, Delhi was made a union territory with a legislature. So, in our country, only Delhi and Puducherry have legislatures. So, under Article 239AA, Delhi was made a union territory with legislature. Okay, generally, all the union territories have lieutenant governor for administration, who is appointed by the president. So for Delhi also, there is a lieutenant governor who is the administrator of Delhi and operates with the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers of Delhi. It was before, not in this present situation. So the Delhi Legislative Assembly can make legislations on all matters except some matters which are related to land, public order and police. So Parliament also for Delhi can make legislations. Okay, here this is important. Parliament can also make legislations for Delhi. So for that reason, this act was passed by the Parliament. Okay, so Parliament has the power to make legislations on Delhi. So coming to the important act passed on Delhi, the first important act was the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act of 1991. So this act set up the functions of the Delhi Legislative Assembly and the Delhi government. Okay, so after introducing this act, from the past few years, the tussle between Delhi State Legislature and Lieutenant Governor was started. In the year 2018, Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi versus Union of India case was filed and Supreme Court has given a judgment that the Lieutenant Governor do not have independent decision making powers and should follow the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. Again, in 2023, Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi versus Union of India case was filed on who have sent control over the services and civil services in Delhi. Okay, so the Supreme Court in this case, it gave a judgment that the government of Delhi will have most of the control on services, but on matters related to the public order, land and police, the Lieutenant Governor will have the control over it. So based on the judgment, the Parliament has passed the Government of Delhi National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Act 2023. Okay, so let's look into the act. So here, first point is the NCCSA was set up, the National Capital Services Authority. It was set up. So it consists of the Chief Minister of Delhi as a chairperson, the Principal Home Secretary of Delhi Government as a member secretary, and the Chief Secretary of Delhi Government as the member. Okay, so here the Principal Home Secretary and the Chief Secretary will be appointed by the central government. Okay, so here the NCCSA, that is the National Capital Service Authority, is formed to give recommendations to the Lieutenant Governor on certain matters related to the services. So if the Lieutenant Governor did not like the recommendations made by this NCCSA, then the Lieutenant Governor can make his own decisions. So if the Delhi government takes any decisions on matters related to peace, relationship between central and Delhi government, Supreme Court, other state governments, summoning, proroguing, dissolution of legislative assemblies, and on the matters of Lieutenant Governor, on these matters, the Lieutenant Governor has control over. Okay, so he can take his own recommendations. Generally, here summoning, proroguing, dissolution means, so summoning means the processing of calling the member of parliament in the meeting. Okay, MPs to the meeting. Okay, so summoning means the process of calling the legislative assembly members, legislative or legislative council members. Okay, so the parliament this is summoning. Next is proroguing. Proroguing means termination of a session in the house. Next is dissolution. So dissolution means resignation of the members. Okay, so in the matters related to peace, relation between central and Delhi government, Supreme Court, other state government, summoning, proroguing and dissolution of legislative assemblies, and on the matters that Lieutenant Governor has control over it, the consent of the Lieutenant Governor should be there. Okay, so these matters must be submitted to the Lieutenant Governor by the ministers of Delhi government through the Chief Minister of Delhi or the Chief Secretary of Delhi. So it also has a secretary department. Okay, the secretary department it has, and this main function is, the secretary department's main function is to bring the controversial issues which can be between the Lieutenant Governor and Chief Minister. So those issues are identified by this department, and these issues are brought to the notice of the Lieutenant Governor, Chief Minister and the Chief Secretary. So these are the main points related to the act. So the main issues related to this act is, after the Supreme Court's judgment in 2023 in Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi versus Union of India case, the NCCSA, that is the National Capital Civil Services Authority, was established. Okay, so judgment was the government of Delhi will have majority of control over the services except on the matters related to the public order, land and police. But deviating this judgment, the NCCSA members are the Chief Minister and two other members who are appointed by the central government. So if the Chief Minister is not present, then other two members can take the judgment. So here the majority of control vests with the central government. So the Chief Minister has no power. So this act is deviating the Supreme Court judgment in the 2023 Delhi case. Next is, it breaks the triple chain of accountability. So here the triple chain of accountability means the civil servants, the civil servants are accountable to the ministers are accountable to the legislature, and the legislatures are accountable to the electorate. So In the ordinance, if the chief minister is not present, then the other two members who belong to the services can take the decision. Okay, so as per the NCCSA authority. So here this act goes against the triple chain of accountability. So the civil servants should be accountable to the chief minister, but under this act, even if chief minister is not present, they can take decisions. That is, the civil servants can take decisions. So this goes against the triple chain of accountability. And under this act, Department of Secretary takes the controversial issues directly to the Lieutenant Governor, Chief Minister, and the Chief Secretary, even without consulting the concerned ministers. So it goes against the collective responsibility of the states. And the fourth point is, this act gives the Lieutenant Governor more powers. So these are the major issues of this act.